Hey, welcome to another episode of Chad's Beer Review. Sorry I've been gone for the last few days. We're back with a big beer today. This is the Schneider Aventinus Eisbock. What has me concerned, or whatever, is this bottle's dated 2009, and it's a very long description there, but it's a 12% ABV beer. This was requested by Mad Max Star. And I just want to clarify that this is the Eisbock. They also have a regular Aventinus, which is either a Doppelbock or like a Weizenbock. And I'm not even sure if this is a lager or an ale, because an Eisbock is basically like a really strong lager where they literally freeze it and then just like remove the drain the beer and remove the water, so it gets a higher ABV. But yeah, so I mean, I'm not sure if this is a, if it's brewed in that style or if it's some kind of ale. I guess we'll find out. So I'm gonna use my snifter. I haven't used this in a while. Just a plain silver cap on there. Kind of disappointed about that. It's a nice looking beer. I mean, it looks like a barley wine. It's like that almost kind of purplish maroon brown color. Very opaque, cannot see through it. Not much of a head on there. Didn't really expect one. It's almost a yellowish soap sudsy head. It smells like a Chimay red or a blue. It smells like like a strong Belgian. Lots of fruit on this one. It's almost like fruit punch, like spiked fruit punch. Not literally, but you know what I mean. Just all those different kinds of fruits, and the alcohol is pretty well hidden on here. I get like a jelly or a jam kind of smell, almost like a grape smell. It doesn't smell like wine though. There's nothing vinegary. There's nothing sour about it. So let's give it a taste. Even had that kind of jelly taste through the front and the middle of the palate. Very, kind of a sweet, sweet fruitiness throughout the whole first half. It does kind of remind me of like a Belgian strong dark ale or something. Second half is all like big beer. Like turns into just that rubbing alcohol taste and texture. Get a lot of heat on the throat, and I get like fizziness. I get fizziness caught in my throat as it's going down. So I guess it is a lager. Very interesting beer. Can't really, it's when I get a beer like this that throws me for a loop. It's like really hard to, how I'm supposed to come at it. My frame of reference is limited. It's interesting that it's so big, and yet it's still quite fizzy. So I don't know if this is bottle conditioned or what. Shouldn't really make much of a difference since it's such a big beer. Ooh, I see huge chunks. Maybe I will catch that on the break. Huge chunks of yeast gloop in the bottom of the bottle. I'm gonna let this warm up and see what happens with it, and we'll come back with my final thoughts. Cheers. All right, finishing up the Schneider Aventinus Eisbock. Man, that's a long name for a beer. This is going to get a solid 8 out of 10 for me. It's a very good beer. Not quite a 9 or a 10, the beers that kind of really blow your mind. But I would definitely not go below an 8 on this. I really like the complex palate, the sweetness. It's, like I said, it's like the barley wine or like the Belgian quad type of flavors and fruit notes. But without like the stickiness, without the cloyingness, without the syrupy, thick body. I guess you could call it like a barley wine light, or like a fizzy barley wine, or something like that, or like a Belgian quad as a lager. I mean, like very similar, notes as far as taste. But the drinkability is so different because the mouthfeel is like, it's light, it's kind of fizzy, now that I let it settle down. I'm still getting not significant fizziness, but just like a lighter, thinner mouthfeel than you would than with an ale. The two palates have kind of homogenized together. As I said, you know, in the beginning it was all fruit up front and then all alcohol in the second half. They combined together so that, okay, it is a little bit thicker, a little stickier now, but still drinking like more of like a Doppelbock, like the Sammy Klaus, than you know, than an actual like barley wine or something like that. My glass, I don't know if you guys can see this on camera. I got big yeast chunks in here. And I think that kind of added to the. It did have like a little bit of bitterness, a little bit of you know, sharpness on the end there on the second half. I wish I had known that it was wild, and I would have left the yeast out. I'd like to have seen what I would have done without the yeast. But you know, for what is apparently a 2-year-old vintage lager, it's held up pretty well, I'd say. So yeah, I liked it a lot. I'm gonna give, like I said, 8 out of 10 for the Schneider Aventinus Eisbock. You know, Weizen means wheat in German, as far as I know, but I don't get any wheat character out of this at all. I don't know if it's made with wheat. I'm assuming it is, but you know, if you're going into this thing, you're gonna get like a Hefeweizen or something. Don't get your hopes up. So, thanks to Mad Max Star or Mad Maxter, who requested this. We still got plenty more lined up, and that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.